If honeybees went extinct tomorrow, most scientists agree humanity would follow within 4 years. Not because we'd starve immediately, because the entire food system that keeps 8 billion people alive would begin collapsing, crop by crop, season by season, until there wasn't enough left. That's one insect, the size of your thumbnail, responsible for the survival of our entire civilization. How they live. A single honeybee colony has up to 60,000 individuals, and every one of them has a job. The queen lays up to 2,000 eggs per day. Worker bees, all female, build the comb, produce honey, guard the entrance, and nurse the young. Drones, the males, exist for one purpose: to mate with the queen. After that, they're expelled from the hive and die. Worker bees live for only 6 weeks in summer. In those 6 weeks, a single bee visits up to 2,000 flowers per day and produces 1/12 of a teaspoon of honey over its entire lifetime. 1/12 of a teaspoon, that's it. But honey isn't the point. The point is what happens while they're collecting nectar. They transfer pollen from flower to flower, fertilizing plants across entire ecosystems. A single colony pollinates up to 300 million flowers every single day. How long they've existed. Honeybees have been on Earth for at least 100 million years. They were here before most flowering plants existed, and flowering plants evolved alongside them. The relationship between bees and flowers is one of the oldest partnerships in nature. They shaped each other. Flowers developed color, scent, and nectar specifically to attract bees. Bees developed their anatomy specifically to collect it. They survived the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs 66 million years ago. They survived every ice age. They have outlasted 99% of all species that have ever lived on this planet. Humans have kept bees for at least 9,000 years. Ancient Egyptians transported hives on boats along the Nile to follow seasonal blooms. Every civilization that grew food learned to work alongside them. How they affect humans and Earth. 1/3 of every bite of food you eat exists because a bee pollinated it. Almonds, 100% dependent on honeybee pollination. Apples, avocados, blueberries, cucumbers, coffee, all require bees. The global crops that depend on bee pollination are worth over $500 billion per year. Remove the bees, and those crops don't just get more expensive, they stop existing. Beyond food, bees anchor entire ecosystems. The wildflowers they pollinate feed insects, which feed birds, which feed larger animals. Pull bees out of that chain, and ecosystems begin unraveling from the bottom up. Honeybee populations have declined by over 30% in the last 2 decades. Pesticides, habitat loss, disease, and climate change are all contributing. An animal that survived 100 million years, 2 mass extinctions, and every ice age on record, is being undone in a matter of decades by the civilization it helped build.